This all began with the brilliant idea of taking 10 Divine and buying this base, which had all tier 2s, but it had all influenced suffix tier 2s. I was like, hey, they're only tier 2s, but it's only 10 Divine. It's a good base. It's a good Dagger base for Lightning Strike, especially Val Lightning Strike. Let's just fill in the prefixes. What do? You Beastcraft because you could force on the meta mod for suffixes cannot be changed. You can guarantee that with Beastcrafting. And it's also only costs around like 60 to 70 C per slam as opposed to 2 Divine. And so now that we have this, what do? Well, we want to reroll and force on an influenced mod because it gives us about a 7% chance to hit one of the ones that we want, which is more attack damage, or, of course, Socrates skills is supported by increased elemental damage. As you can see, you know, extra lightning. What did we get here? Extra cold. What did we get on this slam? Poison multiplier. Kept trying it. Kept beastcrafting in between, right? This one was not that bad. Extra chaos. Elia's extra chaos. It wasn't that bad, actually. In hindsight, I probably should have just kept it, sold it for 30 Divine, made a little profit. But I kept going. I was trying to hit a specific thing, and I just kept going. And eventually I gave up. I said, okay, that's good enough. Let's just put this on. I got Fizz's extra lightning. Let's just exalt it and see what happens. Well, I happened to hit extra lightning and extra cold. I thought, hey, that looks good. This will sell, right? Well, spoiler alert, it did not sell. So time passed. It sat around at 50 Divine. It was time to try again. And so try again we shall. And on our first slam, we got, finally, Socrates skills supported by elemental damage with attacks, which is great because this is, of course, used with a Squire. So you can have a, you know, like a 9 or 10 link. Well, what did I get here? Pretty good. I slammed on damage penetrates Elirez. I thought, this looks good. This will sell for like 150 Divine, maybe 100 Divine. I put on hits cannot be evaded. Problem is, of course, it's lacking lightning damage. It's lacking fist damage. So it sat around for a long time. I just went ahead and played the game. I actually played the game. I'm normally a hideout warrior. So this is probably the real way to make money. It's actually farm difficult content like this. Somewhat difficult tier 17, see? Good stuff. Well, I came back and I said, this isn't quite selling. Oh yeah, that's right, we need to runesmith. Let's do the cheapo route. Let's do melee hits fortify. This cost with the power runes or whatever, the mountain runes. I think in this case, like 6 Divine to add that on, which would up the sell value. Now this is what you really want. Socketed Val skills have 100% reduced soul gain prevention for Val Lightning Strike, but that's a 60 Divine runesmith enchant. I did not want to spend the money. Ultimately this did sell. It did sell for 55 Divine. So not something I'd really recommend making. Difficult to make. Of course this gave me enough money to now mess around and try to get Father's Love. I thought, hey, let's do it. Let's spend the money. Let's buy a Father's Love. Let's duplicate it and see what kind of Sublime Vision we can get, right? So, of course, you take it to the Horde crafting bench and you try to duplicate it. Nothing, right? Well, had to buy more Life Force. Just got to duplicate this once and we are done. Well, it disappeared. And that's a lot of money in the trash. But I had enough money to go ahead and just buy everything. I spent the last bit of my worth, besides my gear, my liquid assets, on this Fire of Unknown Origin for Anemis and Life Force, of course. So let's see how this proceeds. Well, hey, we got it duplicated, but now we're out of Life Force. And it's like, well, at this point, I want to try to get a little bit more. Let's keep going. Go big or go home. At this point, it's like I just need lots of money or no money. Lots of money to change my build and try something new. Now, as you can see, literally as I'm recording this, I'm like, I don't have enough C to buy this. Look, I happened to get an unrelated sale because money just flows in passively sometimes. And as I was literally on live recording, it was perfect timing. There it is. Got a 15 Divine Watcher's Eye sale, which allowed me to buy the Life Force that I needed to continue on this Nemes journey, to try to get enough cards to get a Nemes, or just get enough to call it quits and sell them. They're like 22 Divine per card, so pretty high value, but not as high value, of course, as the Father's Love for the Sublime Vision, which is an Uber Shaper drop, of course. Oh, look at that. Great, right? So what's wise here, of course, is to just do 2 at a time. Oh, look at this. Now, I thought about it, right? I looked at this and I said I should stop. Normally I would stop. Normally I would just call it quits. Take the money. Take the 115 divine or whatever. That's a lot of money. In fact, I was just kind of thinking about it. I didn't have the life force to duplicate it anyway. I was like, okay, well, oh, the omens told me to stop, but of course I didn't. I bought more. I was on recording and I said, let's just keep going and see what happens for the channel content. See? Oop. We were so close, right? 5. We just need to get to 7. And then we can gamble. It's a gamble then. You turn it in and see if the Nemes has a high roll or not. Back down to 3. Gotta keep buying life force. I could have bought a big old chunk at a time. I was just like, well, you never know. Let's just go until we hit something. Oh, look at that. 2 to 4 is nice. 2 to 3 is nice. 2 to 4 is nicer. Whoop. Let's shuffle this up a bit. Oh man, look. 5 to 2. Was going so fast, I misclicked there. Oh, look at this. Gotta keep spending these divines. Nope, back to 4. And it's gone. 'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. So give them all to me and I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory of all our problems. 'Cause we got the kind of love it takes to solve them. Yeah, I got issues. And one of them is how bad I need ya.